So this is a message on how to set up a Google Classroom if you've not done this before. And so let's look at my desktop here. I'm just open to Google right now, and as you can see here on the right, I'm logged into a Gmail account because you can see my picture or whatever image you have, and I'm using a personal one, not a fly one right now. But I'm going to kind of go over here and I'm going to click on these dots. Now the dots might look different on your screen if you're on an Apple or if you're on a Chromebook, but there should be somewhere to find Google Apps in your options. And you can see there's your account, the search, and then kind of just the basic stuff. Gmail is here, Drive is here. But if you go all the way down, you can find Classroom. And this would be the same for if you're the student or the teacher, but if you click Classroom, what's probably going to happen is, wait a minute, you don't have a classroom. Do you want to try another account? You don't see anything, correct? And of course over here I don't see anything either. And so there's nothing over here to see, there's just nothing here. But you can see create or join your first class. And so you can just click the plus sign, and if you're a student joining, you can try finding a class. But if you're like going to create something, we could just click create class. Using Classroom at a school with students. If so, your school must sign up for a free G Suite account, and that's true. I've read and I understand these things, so you can use the a school account if you have a fly email, or you can simply say you've read the above and you can continue. And so let's call this sample class. Section. That's like if you have multiple sections, so I'm going to leave that blank. Subject, well, that's going to kind of be in the name or in the room number. That's all not important. So I'm just going to push create, and it's going to take a few minutes to process, and I'm going to have my very first class made in my Google Classroom. Sample class, here she is, and invite students to your class. Got it. So this would be where your name would go. If you want to change this background picture to something else, you can put select theme or upload a photo. This is where homework will show up right here. This is where communication happens. This is called the stream, where everything you do just shows up here, and it's not really the most helpful place to work. You want to actually go to Classwork, and this is where you can create things, and it's already telling you you can assign work to your class here. The simplest thing to do is to click create, and you can have an assignment, a place for a student to turn in something, a quiz if you want to create it, a simple question, or what most of you are probably going to use is material. Material would be where you gave directions, put YouTube links, upload a chapter of a book. This is just where you'd share resources. But I actually think the best thing to do is to start with topics. And so for example, let's call topic week 1. And what's going to happen is it's going to generate a box called week 1. And so there it is. And so week 1 has nothing there. Well, I could edit it to add more, but really what I want to do now is I want to create material. And so we're going to say, got it. They're telling me that I can post. But basically we could say video of atonement, let's say. And then this is a video of atonement. Please watch. And I'm going to click got it. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to find add, and I'll do a link. And basically I would need to have YouTube open to have a link. And so I'll just go find one of my atonement videos from my class. So I'm going to go to some of my videos, and I think atonement is in here somewhere. Oh, there's atonement. Who is Jesus? Atonement. So this is my video that I've made.
Only is he going to rid the world of evil.
I'm going to copy it, sorry, because I'm just trying to get the link. And I'll add that link here. And as soon as I add, you can see my video. And so that's the title. I could add more to the description. But basically over here, who's this for? It's for the class, sample class. Do I want all students to see this? Am I sending this just to one student or to a co-teacher? And then this is really important. You want to put it in, not a new, you can create a new topic, like if you wanted to put this in week 2 or 3, but basically you want to put it in week 1, and you have the option of post, and there's a tab here. Do I want to post it now, or do I want to schedule it to be posted later? Because if you post it now, students will see it, but if you want this to come out in 2 weeks when you're talking about it, you can schedule it for later. But for now, I'm just going to post it. And now what I have here is I have week 1, and there's a video of atonement, and if I click on it, you can see the video to watch. If you want students to turn in something, you just do the same thing by adding an assignment. And you can go through all the same steps, blah, blah, and blah. And you can create a link or a create. But basically, is this for points? If your class isn't for points, you'd put ungraded. Is there a due date associated with this? It's probably easiest to leave it alone. And I'm going to put it in week 1 because that's where I want it to show up. And I'm not going to add a rubric. So let's just put this as atonement video homework. And then we can go assign. Assign now or assign later. I'm going to click assign now. And then basically what we have right here is we have our week 1, the atonement video to watch with instructions, and a place for students to turn it in. If you'd rather have the video, sorry, I reversed those. This is where the homework is, and this is the video. If you'd like to reverse those, you can simply move one up and one down for the way it looks. And if you click that one, that's the one that's open. It lets you know how many people have turned it in. But again, we don't have any students yet. How do we get students? Under people, you are going to need to invite students. And so you're going to either send this Gmail link to them, or you can manually add their emails. And that's how you would add or invite students. And after that, we have a class. We have a class, we have classwork, we have a classroom. There can be grades if you choose to do grades this way. And this is our sample class. So hopefully this gives you a good idea of how to get started and how to get things going. Thank you for watching.